shabby of a day out. It's pretty nice. A little bit of clouds, but the sun's out. Sky, you can see the sky's blue. I'm cool with that. I find good in just about anything. Find the good in just about anything. But what I want to talk about in this video here was the other night I went live on IG, and I got great questions. I actually had a really good time. It was a lot of fun. But one question popped up, and it made me realize maybe not everybody knows my whole story and the background and everything. A guy asked, Seth, have you ever been broke? And the answer to that question, I touched on it on the IG Live, is fuck yeah, I've been broke. I've been broke a few times. A lot of people only see success. They only see the good shit because on Instagram, most people only post the really great stuff. The people don't like talking about the real deal. They don't like talking about the real shit, the shit that like creates you who you are until after the fact. Nobody does, including me. However, I do believe that I'm really not afraid to talk about anything because I'm comfortable with who I am as a person. I've done a lot of bad shit. Fucking college was a mess. A lot of wild stuff, but that's kind of my personality. I was a fucking wild man. I just, you name it, I was gonna fucking do it. I'll try anything once. That was kind of my mentality. Not so much anymore. But that also molded me into who I am today. So I can't regret anything. That's one thing I don't want to do in life, is regret anything. So I'm gonna live how I want to live. But the question, Seth, have you ever been broke? And I answered yes. Yes, I have. I grew up in a really nice family. My dad owns a cabinet company. Blue collar as a motherfucker, and he is a hardcore son of a bitch. I was working for him when I was 12 years old until I was 22 when I graduated college. And in that time, I just worked for him, but I never got handed anything. It was all, I had to work for it. My dad created opportunity. And you hear me talk about it, don't squander opportunity. I did. Everybody will. You'll squander it, you'll capture it, you'll fucking capitalize on opportunity. They're gonna continue to come, but you have to work for it. Okay, so I didn't get handed it. I had to work for the opportunity. And I fucked up, I did good, but, have I ever been broke? Yes. When I was in college, my ex and I got pregnant with Adeline, and whenever that happened, it was a shell shock. 21 years old, and you find out that you're gonna have a baby, and you're in college, and you got no fucking money, and you got mouths to feed. That'll make you shit your pants a little bit. I'll never forget those feelings. I'll never forget not having any fucking money to feed your family. Working 2-3 different jobs, going to school, hoping for a better, hoping to graduate college, get a fucking job, go start making money so you can provide. I got some heavy shit. The amount of fucking pressure that was on me was intense. And in that environment, I found out that I started to thrive. I did better in school. I became very regimented. People ask, did you lift weights? Fuck yeah, I lifted weights at like 1 o'clock in the morning. And I'd wake up at 6:30, 7 o'clock and start the whole fucking day over again and do it. Because I also did not want to give up on my fucking dream of being a pro bodybuilder. Because I knew it was possible. So whenever I talk about sacrifice and anything like that, and people are like, oh, I don't have the time. You have the fucking time. You just have to decide whether or not you want to sacrifice. That was something I was like, I'm fucking gung-ho gonna do it. So I'm gonna work my jobs, I'm gonna go to school, and I'm gonna lift my weights so I can maybe one day, perhaps, hope that my passion, my dream actually comes true. I remember fucking scrounging. I remember fucking spending my last $11 in the bank account on food. Didn't get paid for 3 days. Those are things that I won't forget, and I'll never fucking take for granted. That's why I have such a profound respect for everyone who works for a better tomorrow, for a better family, for a better everything. Fucking go to work. Everybody wants shit fucking handed to him. All you see is Seth. He owns he owns 2 companies. He has his All-American Roughneck, and he has his Axe and Sledge supplements. He drives a nice truck, has a nice family. Yes, that is all very fucking true. But you also know what else is true? There's a lot of times whenever I was shitting my pants, not knowing what the fuck I was gonna do. That's life. Every fucking successful entrepreneur, hustler, business owner, majority of them, not everyone, but the majority of them, there's a fucking story behind it all. And that story usually has a lot of hardship, a lot of fucking falling on your face, a lot of embarrassment, and a lot of shit that no one wants to fucking talk about. So how did I get to this point after being broke? Bro, I graduated college. I got a job right out of school making decent money. Moved out to Ohio. Then things didn't work out. And then I started training for bodybuilding shows. Lost my job as a safety construction consultant. Moved back to Pittsburgh. Started competing in shows. I fortunately was able enough to hustle enough money together so that we could continue to live. We lived in my fucking parents' basement. That wasn't fun. It was tough, really hard fucking pill to swallow. Turned pro in bodybuilding. Got 2 contracts, one with Muscular Development, one with Muscle Tech. Started making okay money. Knew that if I won my next pro show, my contracts would double. I would go from making roughly $50,000 a year to $105,000 a year if I won my fucking pro debut at the Europa Dallas show in 2010. So all I was fucking dead set on was winning that motherfucking show, because if I'm 25, 26 years old making 100 fucking grand a year, I'm gonna be able to start fucking shit up. That's what I did. So whenever you see me in Dallas, those pictures from Dallas when I looked like I was fucking next to death, shredded as a motherfucker. You want to talk about motivation? You want to talk about fucking going to any fucking length possible to make sure that your fucking family's fed? That's what you see when you look at those fucking pictures. You're fucking right. Oh man, it was ugly. I fucking did it. The passion that drove me was I loved it, but I also was willing to go to extreme lengths to make sure that this was going to be what was going to feed my family. Then, 2 years later, all of a sudden, one of the contracts disappeared because I lost a show and didn't do as good. Fucking Muscular Development. Right after I lost after I fucked up at Sarasota in 2012, what was it, like a $60,000 contract. Gone next day. That's how it works. It's a fucking meat market in there. So that's whenever I was like, yep, I just stepped away from bodybuilding. So I made money, had money, did okay for myself, and then lost money, and then ended up having to find a new career path, and made money again. Was a fucking safety consultant, made good money, did that, and then that's whenever I was like, I miss bodybuilding, I love bodybuilding, I want to come back into the industry. And if I come back into the industry, I want to call my own shots. I want to have my own. I want to create my own. I want people to know the real shit about it. And that's who you see today. You know, and anybody out there that's going through hardships, anybody out there that's feeling the broke, and you're young, you're 21, 22, 23, 24 years old, you don't got any idea what you want to do with your fucking life, you got no money, you know, you're trying to get by. My advice, strap it the fuck on and pack a lunch, because it's going to get a whole lot fucking harder. You got to get a whole lot tougher inside. You got to start you got to do the hard shit. You know, for me, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to go after it. When it comes to my family, it comes to feeding them, providing them, I take a whole lot of fucking pride in that. And I will do whatever it takes. So whenever you ask for what my motivation was, I put myself in pretty rough positions. You know, what are you gonna do? You're gonna have a kid, you better get your shit together. You gotta make that your #1 priority. So, was I broke? Yep. Fuck. You never know. You might be broke again in your life. I might be broke again down the road. I don't know. I'm gonna work, make sure it doesn't happen, but those are things that I don't forget those feelings. I won't forget those feelings. I won't ever take them for granted. I'll make sure that I'm thankful. I make sure that I'm grateful for what I have, even though that the opportunity presented itself and I captured it and I went right after it. It's mine. But I will not ever take for granted what I have. Always appreciate it. And you got to surround yourself with the right fucking people. You have to. You have to be. You're not going to get there alone. You're just fucking not. And anybody that gets there alone is full of shit, and they're going to be alone whenever it's all said and done. You got to find the right people to surround yourself with to make these opportunities become reality, become a serious, your dreams become a reality. You know, I dreamed of All American Roughneck having the impact that it does, because this company is me. I've already lied, I cheated, I stole, I fucked up, I squandered opportunity, I just fucking threw everything away. All because of what? I just was bored with my life? Because I wanted to see what would happen? And now, the person I am today, I'm not going to do those. I don't want to see that happen to people. So, you know, everybody out there, like that question, I enjoy that, because this is the real life shit. Everything I've been talking about. You know, get ready. Things are going to happen whenever you don't want them to. A lot of these fucking bullshit things I see people post online, you know, who thought that one little thing could change the course of your life forever? Well, no shit, dumb fuck. Your decisions and your actions are what are gonna precede what occurs. Like, dude, if you go and have sex with a fucking woman and don't pull the fuck out or use protection, you might have a fucking kid. And if you have a fucking kid, you better step up to the plate and be a fucking man. Get ready to take care of your own. And you got fucking whiners, oh, who thought this could happen? Jesus Christ, who the fuck are your parents? You know, and you can't be soft. You can't be soft and pretend that this shit doesn't happen. You can't be soft and pretend that you're not going to lose your job one day. You can't be soft and pretend like it's someone else's fault. This whole victim mentality of everyone is just boggles my fucking mind. You shut the fuck up and do it. Go to work. Do it. It's very simple. Everybody wants to sugarcoat something. Everybody wants to see all the fucking hunky-dory shit. Oh, wouldn't it be nice to be him? Oh, he owns this. Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice? God damn. Give me one more excuse or one more crybaby fucking... I don't even... It blows my mind that that's what people say whenever you don't really know how that person got there. Like, you don't know. Like, I didn't have any idea. Like, my dad lives in an incredibly nice home. He had 4 children, stay-at-home wife. My mom raised us all. The American family. My dad was the American dream. I mean, the guy owned a company. He still owns a company this day. He's a little bit of a prick. But what I didn't know, whenever he had 25 plus employees working for him, I didn't know what that stress felt like. I didn't know what it was like to have payroll. I didn't know what it was like to have bills that were tens of thousands of dollars a month. A month. And what it was like to have that feeling of pride, knowing that you're helping provide work for these families and employing people. Over 25 people? That's 25 different fucking families. That's some intense shit. And I look back upon it, I'm like, man, my dad was a fucking prick. I'm like, kind of explains a lot, because now that I have what I have, I feel the heat. And people would say to me, well, wouldn't it be nice to be Greg Feroce? Wouldn't it be nice to have this? Wouldn't it be nice? But nobody saw and nobody felt what he went through, because everybody just showed up to work and went to work for 9 to 5. And that's no dig on them, but you got to make sure that you look at every perspective possible and don't judge people for what they have, don't have, or are striving for. The judgment thing is what fucking kills me. You know, I look at all these entrepreneurs all over the fucking internet, man. You know, and you see a lot of great stuff come from people. You see a lot of it. But you also see that little bit of hate. Wouldn't it be nice to own a fucking Lamborghini? Wouldn't it be nice to own that type of house? Wouldn't it be nice to just do whatever you want when you want it? Man. Wouldn't it be nice? Yeah, but you don't know that guy's work schedule. You don't know his hustle. You don't know the stress. You don't know because you don't do it. Don't judge. You know, it's just like I said, don't judge the fucking fat lady that walks into the gym one day who knows she's going to be insecure as a motherfucker, scared as shit to even go in there. The bitch had the balls to walk through the fucking door to become better. Don't judge. More support. Now, if they're a fucking asshole, then you could just walk away and keep them at an arm's length distance. But when it comes to all the things you want in life and understanding, there are very few people that are incredibly successful, that have a lot of respect from the community, that didn't come from some hard shit. Most entrepreneurs, successful ones, have a backstory that has some wild shit in it. They got some shit in it that just it molded them, and you get molded when you're under pressure. You don't get molded whenever you're all comfortable and nice. Whenever you're all comfortable and nice, you got a blankie, you got a pillow, a nice bed. You're comfortable. You're taken care of. You got somebody paying your bills. You're comfortable. I'm comfortable now. I put myself in uncomfortable positions. I was really uncomfortable for a long fucking time. I put myself in uncomfortable positions so that I strive for more, so that I become something more every single day of my life. I enjoy that. If you want something, if you want to become something a little more, start putting yourself in some uncomfortable situations. You put yourself in them, you're going to see yourself change, and don't lose perspective about what is important. Like I say, I'm not going to lie, cheat, or steal. I did enough of that shit in my life. You don't like what I have to fucking say, change the channel. You don't like it, don't give a fuck. Because I know who I am, I know where I'm going, and I know what the fuck I want in life. And the sooner that you figure that out for yourself, the more dangerous you become. When I say dangerous, I mean you will have a passion and a relentless feeling inside of you that says, I know exactly what the fuck I'm doing today. When I wake up and I look at myself in the mirror, I tell myself, it's time to fuck shit up. That may seem silly to some people. Look at themselves in the mirror and talk to themselves. I would highly recommend doing so. Because if you can't look yourself dead in the eye and be confident in yourself, then why the fuck is anybody that you meet in your life going to look at you and say the same thing? If you can't look yourself dead in the eye and say, I'm here to fuck shit up today, who's going to believe you? You know, it's really dumb to say this or gimmicky, but, you know, like whenever Arnold says, come with me if you want to live. Like, that's some heavy shit because, you know, in the movie, but in real life and war zone situations, they're guys, those are those motherfuckers. They're like, come with me if you want to live. I'm going to make sure. I'm going to look you dead in the eye and tell you we're going to get the fuck out of here. Them are some bad motherfuckers. So I use that same mentality for myself and what I want to do in life. You got to be confident. Don't be afraid to fail. It's okay. You're going to learn a lot. When you fail, you'll learn a whole lot. You'll learn about yourself. You'll learn a lot about your peers. You'll learn a whole lot about everyone in your life whenever you fall right there flat on your fucking face. And whenever I say you learn and you adapt. And if it didn't work, don't try the same thing again. You have to work, you have to adapt, you have to make the changes. You know, everybody has their motivating factor in life. You know, and everybody has someone that they look up to. You know, there's also a lot of people that are like, oh, I can't find a role model. Well, if you can't find a role model or don't know how to look up to someone or don't know what it is, I'm guessing that in your head right now, you have a whole lot of people that you have in your head that you don't want to fucking be like. So rather than try and focus on someone that you want to be like, you should probably focus on all the shit that you don't like from some people and create yourself.